Hey guys, so welcome. So this is the first time I'm gonna just explain a little bit about the setup. So this setup is mainly made for races where you definitely want to prioritize a bit of straight line speed on the back straight. Canada is pretty heavy on rear tire wear, so you definitely want to be running slightly higher wings on the rear. So 7.9, 8.10, that's a very good race setup to go, alright? And then let's move on to the transmission 80/50. So 80 just about the normal on throttle differential. 50 on the rear gives you a lot of rotation, but you can raise this back to about 54 or 55 for the race. In quali you can definitely put it down to 50 to get just that a little bit of extra time in the corners. Suspension geometry, the usual, right, left, left, left. That gives you the best rotation, best exit, whatever. This is the way. Any more than that, probably just minor adjustments if you need a bit more turning, just one or two clicks on the front toe. Otherwise, if you need a bit more stability in the rear, probably a bit more, two or three clicks on the rear toe as well. Alright, and suspension, this is where majority of your time is going to be found. This is where you're going to be making the most tweaks to suit your driving style. So 1.4 for me on the curbs, totally fine, no issues. A little bit skittish as you can see from the onboards. There were some chicanes where rode the curb a little too much and lost a bit of time. Definitely about 2 tenths somewhere there. 2.7 on the rear front and rear roll bar. So if you go down on the front roll bar, it's going to give you a bit more turning, but then on exits you're going to feel the front is a bit too slidey. So putting it up to 2 just gives you a bit stable front end when you're trying to put down the power as well. 1.7 right high, that's just a personal preference. 7 gives me a good clearance on the rear as well when you're riding the curbs. In the race it's pretty okay. In qualifying you're definitely going to need a lot more like this. 1 on the front gives you best turning. If you feel the car is a little too oversteering, or maybe the front is too pointy, it may happen. So you can raise the front right hand to 2 or 3, nothing more than that. Brakes 150, this is perfect. In the race you can definitely raise it up to 52 or 53 to preserve the rear tire wear. And then tire pressures, this is also crucial in Canada. Rear tires are the ones that will go off first, so you want to be making sure that your rear tires are not too high on pressure. At the same time you don't want them to be too low on pressure. Higher pressure gives you less wear generally. Lower pressure gives you more wear in general. All right, might have said that wrong, but you get the idea. More wear comes from less tire pressure. Less wear comes from higher tire pressure. Same goes for the front and the rear. Alright, so the front as well, this is just personal preference. If you need more turning on the front, the tires to be more responsive in the quali, you can raise the tire pressures. But if you want it to be just fine, you don't want to play around, this is a good setup to go for. The rear tire pressures though, if you do increase them, it's gonna be a bit more stable in the high speed, especially to the chicanes here, right, where you really have to throw the car in. So it's gonna be a bit more stable, but on traction zones such as coming out of turn 1 and 2, right, and then onto the out of the hairpin onto the back straight, these are like two most crucial traction zones on the track. So especially the back straight, right, so you want to be getting a good exit. Putting it a bit low like this will help you in the race. In the qualifying you can definitely bump up the pressures to the maximum so that your car just flies through the chicanes. Alright, so this is set up, so let's have a look once again. Fuel load, of course, it's time trial, who cares about it, right? Aero 7.9, transmission 80/50, suspension geometry right, left, 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 that's the meta. Suspension again comes down to your personal preference. 1.4, 2.7 and 1.7. Brakes 150. Tire pressures 3 clicks from the left, so that is 22.2 for the fronts, and then 2 clicks from the right, from the maximum, right, so that's 22.7 for the rears. So that's it, that's all. So yep, hope you have a good time trial and also a good race using this setup. Leave your comments as well, let me know how this setup works as well. I'm here to try it. Of course, it's a pre-season, it's an off-season, so we'll see y'all in the next hot laps, and well, you can call it sort of a guide. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you, take care everyone, stay safe.